The walls whispered pain. Fazza's breath trembling slow. Silence filled the air. White lights burned softly. Nurses moved in prayer. Hope sat beside fear. His eyes half open. Dreams began to fade. Time stood very still. Family stood outside. Tears blurred their sight. Hearts prayed endlessly tonight. Machines kept singing low. Soft beeps of mercy. Life hung by threads. Fazza's soul wandering now. Between earth and sky. Between love and pain. Doctor whispered so gently. Keep faith in God. His words felt heavy. The emirate stood still. Every heart was shaking. Every hand was raised. His horse stopped running. The desert felt quiet. Even the wind paused. The palace lost glow. Candles cried in corners. The moon watched grief. He whispered my name. Between breaths of sorrow. Between tears and hope. His heartbeats faltered gently. Nurses held his wrist. Time refused to move. The world lost color. Heaven felt too near. Earth prayed for mercy. Outside prayers were rising. Fans wept in silence. The city held breath. The sky grew darker. Stars hid their shine. Clouds knelt for him. His smile flashed faintly. Like dawn through fog. Like soul through pain. He remembered his people. His love for Dubai. His endless kind heart. He whispered to angels. Not yet, not now. I still have dreams. His lips moved softly. Tell them I tried. Tell them I smiled. Machines blinked so gently. Hands pressed on chest. Hope refused surrender. Every tear had meaning. Every silence was prayer. Every second a storm. The nurse said gently. He's still fighting inside. Her eyes were trembling. Mother stood there shaking. Holding Fazza's picture. Whispering to her God. His father bowed head. Praying for miracle still. Hiding his breaking heart. Outside fans had gathered. Chanting his pure name. Crying with each breath. News spread like fire. Through streets and hearts. Fazza is in hospital. People stopped their work. Schools went all silent. Mosques filled with tears. Children drew red hearts. Writing his blessed name. Praying for his smile. Even camels moaned softly. Birds flew much lower. The desert held silence. Doctors moved much faster. Hope grew a little thinner. But prayers grew stronger. The monitor screamed once. Then calmed its rhythm. A new breath came. He whispered one word. Allah, so softly. Even wind bowed down. Nurses looked amazed. Something divine had stirred. Faith filled the room. His heart found strength. Pulse grew more steady. Light touched his face. Doctor smiled so faintly. He's not giving up. He's still with us. Family hugged each other. Tears of relief fell. Hope returned again. Outside sky cleared slowly. Stars began to shine. Moon smiled faintly above. Fazza opened his eyes. Looked toward the ceiling. Whispered a tiny prayer. He said to himself. Life is borrowed gift. I'll live with purpose. He remembered his horses. His people and poems. His duty to Dubai. His hands trembled lightly. His soul still tired. But his heart alive. He saw his reflection. Through the glass pane. Smiled at his scars. He whispered quietly then. I'm still standing strong. I'm still Fazza. Doctors sighed so softly. Angels bowed so slowly. Faith filled the air. Outside fans were cheering. Hearts beating together fast. Tears turned to smiles. He took one breath. Said Alhamdulillah gently. Peace filled his chest. Nurses wrote their records. But hearts wrote history. That night became sacred. The moon told stars. Fazza is healing now. Love has won again. Desert winds carried name. Through dunes and dreams. Echoes touched the sea. Every mosque softly echoed his name in dua. Every voice united deeply. He closed his eyes. Smiling with sweet peace. Whispered to the angels. Tell them I'm fine. Tell them I fought. Tell them I'll rise. Outside dawn had arrived. Soft light entered in. Hope danced once more. The nurse said smiling. He's resting well now. Let him keep dreaming. His dream was pure. Of horses and love. Of sun and faith. He walked within dreams. Through Dubai's golden sands. With horizon of mercy. He saw his people. Smiling back at him. Their love endless deep. He touched their hands. Felt warmth inside heart. Felt life again. His soul thanked Allah. His heart whispered joy. His spirit found peace. The palace bells rang. Announcing his recovery. Echoing through hearts. Every fan rejoiced happily. Every mother smiled wide. Every father cried deeply. The desert sang softly. Songs of strength love. Songs of Fazza's return. He woke next morning. Saw sunlight entering calm. Touched his chest gently. He smiled saying softly. I'm still alive here. My story continues on. The nurse whispered softly. Rest now, Your Highness. He nodded very quietly. Outside the birds sang. Sky turned bright gold. Love filled all Dubai. He looked out window. Saw children waving happily. Tears filled his eyes. He said slowly then. My people love me. My God saved me. He promised to himself. To live with gratitude. To spread true love. The hospital became place. A temple of faith. A story of hope. Even walls softly whispered. He survived again today. Love saved Fazza. That night fell quietly. He wrote gentle lines. In heart not paper. For those who prayed. For those who cried. For those who believed. He closed his eyes. Smiled one last time. Peace kissed his soul. The stars above whispered. Fazza never truly fell. He only rose higher. The city glowed brighter. Dubai smiled much wider. Love reigned forevermore. Morning light entered softly. Healing air kissed walls. Peace filled the room. Fazza opened his eyes. Saw flowers beside bed. Smiled with gentle grace. Doctors bowed in respect. Nurses whispered softly prayers. Faith lived in air. His heart beat steady again. His voice faint calm. Eyes shining with hope. He looked around slowly. Touched white clean sheets. Felt life returning. He whispered to himself. Allah heard my pain. Mercy saved my soul. His breath felt sacred. Heart warm with gratitude. Spirit calm in silence. Window showed blue sky. Birds danced with joy. The world seemed pure. Mother entered room. Eyes filled with tears. Love overflowed her face. She kissed his forehead. Whispered, "My brave son." Her heart thanked heaven. Fazza held her hand. Said, "Don't you cry. I am still here." Father stood beside bed. Eyes red yet proud. Soul heavy with emotion. He said, "My child. You've made us stronger. Faith carried you through." Fazza smiled quietly calm. "Allah gave me time to serve you more." The room filled peace. Doctors stepped back. Respect in their hearts. He whispered faintly then. "Call my people soon. I need their prayers." Outside news spread again. He's finally awake now. Fazza is recovering well. Crowds filled every street. Tears of joy flowed. Hearts felt deep relief. Mosques echoed his name. Imams prayed in thanks. The city found light. Children ran with flags, chanting, "Fazza, Fazza." Smiles replaced the sorrow. The desert wind carried his strength once more. Over dunes and dreams. His horses neighed loud, feeling their master's breath. The stables felt alive. Fazza closed his eyes, imagining golden sands, riding under sunset skies. He whispered to angels, "Thank you for mercy. Guide me with purpose." Nurses brought soft soup. He thanked them gently. Blessed each with smile. His words were poetry. Every breath a verse. Every glance a prayer. He asked for paper. Pen beside his hand. Started writing quietly. Pain taught me peace. Faith gave me wings. Love kept me breathing. Tears filled his eyes. Not of pain now, but deep gratitude. He wrote one line. "To my people always. Your prayers healed me." He smiled at page. Placed it by heart. Closed eyes peacefully. Outside moon was rising. Silver light touched walls. Night turned to calm. He dreamt of freedom. Riding his white horse. Across silent dunes. Angels rode beside him. Stars bowed to him. He laughed with sky. Morning came again. Nurses drew curtains. Sunlight kissed his face. He looked at horizon. Said softly to light, "I'll serve with soul." Doctor entered smiling. "Your vitals are strong. You'll go home soon." Fazza nodded gently calm. "Home is my people. My heart lives there." He stood with help. Touched the windowpane. Saw fans outside waiting. He waved with tears. Crowd shouted his name. Voices shook the sky. He whispered, "Alhamdulillah. Love built this bridge. Faith made me rise." His hands joined prayer. His lips smiled peace. His eyes held heaven. Guards prepared the car. Hospital gates opened wide. The world stood still. Cameras flashed brightly. Reporters whispered softly, "Fazza is returning home." As he walked outside, cool wind touched cheeks. He felt divine calm. Children offered flowers. Women threw petals. Men bowed in respect. He said to them, "My strength is you. My faith is love." His words reached souls. Hearts beat in rhythm. Tears turned to pride. The car began moving. Crowd followed behind. Echoes filled Dubai. He looked from window. City shining golden light. Every tower whispered prayer. He reached royal palace. Doors opened like dawn. Angels seemed to wait. Servants bowed deeply down. Brothers hugged him tight. Sisters wept with joy. He walked to courtyard. Touched marble fountain edge. Felt life in water. He whispered to God. You gave me breath. I'll use it right. He prayed 2 rakats. Tears fell like pearls. Heart completely surrendered. The palace glowed brighter. Birds circled above sky. Even sun bowed low. He sat near garden, where roses once bloomed, and peace now returned. He heard soft wind, carrying faint hospital echoes of prayers and mercy. He whispered to roses. Life is fragile beauty. Faith keeps it strong. Servants brought his tea. He smiled in silence, eyes full of thought. He wrote in diary. Pain shaped my light. Love shaped my soul. Evening wrapped palace softly. Stars rose over towers. Calm kissed every wall. He stood by balcony. Watched Dubai lights shining. His people's joy glowing. He said in whisper. I'll write more poems. To honor this life. He picked up pen. Words flowed like rivers. Heart opened completely wide. He wrote, Dear world. Remember this truth. Faith heals everything. Night deepened around him. Moon became his friend. Peace stayed beside him. He prayed one last time. Protect my people always. Keep me their servant. Wind touched his face, bringing scent of hope and voice of hearts. He smiled and said, Tomorrow I'll ride under endless sky, not as patient, but as warrior of love and faith. Palace bells rang softly. Dubai slept with peace. Stars guarded his dreams. He closed his eyes. Whispered Fazza's promise. I'll never give up. Morning came again. Sun blessed his path. And love continued. His story eternal now. His pain became light. His name became prayer. Every desert dune echoed. Every heart remembered him. As symbol of hope. He lived his truth. He wrote his pain. He shared his faith. Fazza rose again. From tears to light. From weakness to wings. He whispered finally. My hospital became